Hey guys, Side Hustle Vicky here, and I am back today with another video. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about how to get rid of old stale inventory. Yes, how do we get rid of those items that have been sitting for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even a year? Will it sell? If so, how do we get rid of it? For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Victoria. I am a part-time reseller on the app eBay, and I like to make YouTube videos just to document my journey, also share information for those of you who are in the same process as me, trying to start your eBay business and grow it to something that you can do full-time. So if this is something that interests you, go ahead and give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video. I upload videos every single Monday at 7 p.m. and let's get into the content. Okay, so before we actually get into how to get rid of old stale inventory, let's talk a little bit about why you may have inventory that's not selling. I have come up with 3 main reasons as to why an item may sit longer than 3, 6, 9 months, maybe even a year. So reason number 1 is that the item may be priced too high. We have this saying in real estate that overpriced listings never sell. And the same goes with reselling. If an item is overpriced, a person is not going to buy it. Reason number 2 is your item could just be a rare item. I'm of the opinion that rare items require rare buyers. So sometimes rare items sit for a really long time. The third reason is that an item could just simply be out of season and nobody's looking for it right now. So now that we've talked a little bit about why an item doesn't sell, let's talk about how to move some of these items. Now personally in my store, I do have some items that fits each of these descriptions as to why they are not selling, and I have a different strategy for moving each one. First, we're going to talk about how to move items that are overpriced. The simple answer to that is you must lower your price. Just like we have the opportunity to go in eBay, search comps, see what's sold for the last 90 days, so do our buyers, and a lot of them are doing that. So they know exactly what an item should cost. So if they're looking for a pair of shoes and they know that that pair of shoes should cost around $25 to $30, they're going to be searching for $25 to $30. And even if they're not filtering out the price range, when they see your item and they see that you've got it listed for $40, they're not going to look at your item because they know that they do not want to pay $40 for your item. And we also don't want to assume that all buyers know that they can either send you an offer or they can watch the item in order for us to send them the offer. You can either lower the price on each individual item or you can run a sale in your store. So one way that you can mark your items down is to individually mark down each item. Now this can be a little time consuming, but here is an advantage to doing it this way over running a sale, which I'll get into running a sale in a second. So if you're a reseller and you're doing this part-time, I know I hear a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time to list 5 or 6 items every single day, and I feel like I'm not getting a lot of traffic in my store, because on eBay you've got to be active. You've got to be doing something virtually every single day. So if you've got some stuff that's old and you don't really have time to source new stuff, list new stuff on a frequent basis, what you can do is you can end those old items, go back in and relist them using the sell similar feature, and just go ahead and reduce the price on those items and relist it that way. That way it looks like a fresh listing and it's more likely to pop up at the top of a search result. this next method, you can mark down hundreds of items in 5 to 10 minutes. The advantage of running a sale is that you can actually go in on the eBay app and run a sale, and you can filter your items out based off of how long they have been listed. So I recently ran a sale on items that were over 90 days old in my store, and I was able to bulk reduce price of all of those items. You can do either a certain dollar amount or a certain percentage. I reduced the price of those by a certain percentage and ran a sale. So that all of those items were essentially on clearance. And the cool thing about doing it that way is that when your customer comes in and looks at that item on the app, they will see that that item has been discounted 10, 15, 20%, however much you decide to discount the item. And they will feel like they're getting a great deal. So they will see that, oh, this has been marked down from $12.99 to $9.99. And I have started moving a lot of really old inventory just by running sales every single holiday over the past couple of months. So I have this saying that rare items require rare buyers, and that has been proven to be the case. So if you've got rare items in your store and they've been sitting there for 5 or 6 months, don't get discouraged. Don't worry. Those items will move. It's just waiting on the right buyer. Now, how you know whether or not you should be concerned about whether or not your pricing is off on those items is based off of the number of views. So I will actually put in the screen some of the items that I have that I know are rare. I've had them in my store for 5 or 6 months. I've sent dozens and dozens and dozens of offers on them, but nobody has bought them. As long as these items continue to have views and I'm continuing to send offers on these items, I'm not adjusting the price on them at all. Views shows you that people are looking at your items, and watchers shows you that people are actually interested in coming back and buying those items. So I've got a pair of shoes here that they have got. You can see that they have a whole lot of views and a whole lot of watchers, but nobody has bought them yet. Just off of my experience in the past, I know that the views and the watchers are a good indicator that my price is on point and I don't need to lower it, and it's just waiting on the right buyer, because I've had lots of stuff where it got up to like 1,000 views. I was sending really good offers to the dozens of watchers that I had on the item, and one day somebody bought the item full price. Now, in the instance that the item is a rare item and it's not getting a lot of views and it's not getting a lot of watchers and I'm not sending offers out on that item, then I will go ahead and adjust the price. Now, occasionally with rare offers, we kind of sort of have to guesstimate what we think the value of those items are, especially if it's something that you know is valuable, but there's no sold comps for you to go off of. So you just kind of sort of just come up with a number as to what you think that item is worth. And if that item is not getting views and is not getting watchers, then I know that I may need to adjust my price. I'll just go ahead and mark the price down on the item. Now, let me also mention the reason why I don't suggest ending those items and relisting them so that they show up at the top of the feed. So a lot of rare items are like collectibles, and they're things that are going to cost a little bit more. So the rare items are not items that you're selling for $20, $30, $40, or even $50. A lot of my items in my store that have been rare finds, they're in, $100 or more price range, and that is a little out of reach for some people. They don't have, just $100 to just go and buy something that they really want. They may watch the item and wait to get a bonus at work, or wait to treat themselves for a birthday gift or a Christmas present or something of that nature. They may wait for a special time to buy that item. So if you end that listing, then they're no longer going to be a watcher on that item, and you're not going to have that person following that item. And I know personally, when I shop on eBay, unless it's something that I need right now, I don't go ahead and just buy it. But if it's something that I kind of sort of want and it's something high quality, then I'll watch the item. And then when I get the extra money, or I just feel like, oh, I deserve something, then I will go ahead and buy that item. And the last thing we're going to talk about today is your item could just be out of season. So if you're like me and you have the business model as to where, you're basically just looking for stuff that has a low cost of goods, and you're willing to sell more quantity of those items, then a lot of times you're going to buy items out of season. So it's fall, and I still pick up summer dresses. I still pick up swimsuits. I still pick up tank tops. I still pick up linen items. And these are all items that primarily would be selling in the spring and the summer. So let's say you bought a swimsuit in August. Odds are you've really only got about 30 days for that swimsuit to be in season. If I were to buy a coat in February, you've really only got 14 to 15 days for that to still be in season, because people are going to start shopping for their spring items in February or in March. So if your items are out of season, then what I will do is I will just go ahead and list them lower than what I know that their resale value is for. So like, I've got a lot of swimsuits that I was selling for about $25 to $30 in the summertime. I may have them marked down for $20 to $15 simply because I only paid a quarter, 50 cents for them. It's only going to cost $2 or $3 to ship, and I'm still going to be making a really nice profit off of those items and clearing up some inventory. So I will go ahead and have all of those items marked down in a sale that will automatically end around like the end of February, and then at the end of February, after the sale is over, those items will go back up to their original price, and I will start to see more of those items sell for a larger resale value, because they will then be in season. All right, you guys, so of course there's many more reasons as to why your items may be sitting for a long time. Some of us are buying junk and trying to sell it, and people don't want your junk. For those items, I highly suggest you just take those back to the store or mark them down to a price point as to where you can at least just get your money back. I just wanted to give examples that I'm seeing with my eBay store as to why some items are sitting for a really long time and they're not selling, and what I'm doing to move that inventory. And this strategy has been working pretty well for me. I would say that I've probably moved about 30 stale, crusty items in the last 30 days, and to me, that's really good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys found this information helpful. I will leave a link below. I did create a PowerPoint for you guys to keep on your desktop, or if you don't even want to watch the video and you just want to look at the points that I wanted to point out, I will leave that link below for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next side hustle. Bye.